friends, Allison here with AJ's Inspired Life, and it's time for the first half of the month flip through. So we are currently in June, and this is my Fuaxbonichi, or my daily creative journal. It's a journal that I document something about each day in. So I don't necessarily work in it every single day, although I do try to. But there is something about each day in there, and I am going to go ahead and go through the first half of the month. So here we go. A few of you have asked. This is a journal from, I believe it's Michael's. I am trying to use up my stash. I did a video a few back of like journals, blank books I have available that I have bought and purchased with the intent of using. And this was one of them. And it just looked like summer colors to me. It has some gold, a little bit of a gold foil and stuff in there. I added this picture on the front. It's actually just a picture from like a magazine. It looks like a, you know, Polaroid or something, but it's not. And then I just added these stickers. This I just glued on there for my calendar. Okay, so here we go. This book, just so you guys know, because that's the other question, it's measuring almost 5, little short of 5. Let's see if we can measure those pages. 4 3/4 by 8. Okay, it does have a dot grid that I think you can see there, and it does have white paper. I'm going to put my book in frame and not move it. So thank you for those of you who watched my long process video of putting some pages together, and then I realized like the bottom half is cut out. So you're going to see some of those pages in here today. All right, in the front, what I don't have this month is a pocket. I always have a pocket in the front, like an envelope I make or something, so I can stick stuff in there. I just haven't done it this month. I haven't needed it. Probably because it's like literally all over my desk. So I don't have a pocket here. I did put the sweet card that Christy Biddleson sent me. I was going to put it in the page. If you did watch that process video, you saw me like gonna put it in there as a tip in, and I just decided I wanted it up here in the front. So I'm going to keep this clip on it because I just love it. And it was up here, and I just moved it to the side, and I like how that looks. Like I like fringe and stuff coming out of my book. So I really like that. So I did tip it in. I do like using colored tape when possible. And then on the back, I put, I had placed an order for some of her soap, and I put the sticker from the soap so I can remember which scent I purchased. Okay. This is a little cutout from, I don't even know where, Pinterest or something, that I cut out a long time ago, printed out and just had in my cuttables. Okay, so just a sticker. I haven't really done anything with the beginning of the book. So I did label it with goals, things to remember, and then this picture, which I thought, you know, represented the 6 feet apart with social distancing and stuff as we start to open back up and go out into the community. And then just community care. So just some current stuff. I did that. Okay, here we go. June 1st was a Monday. I think this is a doily from Happy Mail. Yes. Okay, so right here. So I got a Happy Mail from Lynn. This was on her package. And I also ordered a separate, actually from, it's called the sticker jar. I didn't know that's what it was called. It was just online, but I ordered some Carol Capek tea, which I just love the art on the bags, to be really honest. And I saw it on Rainbow Holic's channel, and I wanted to try some. And so I bought some, and it came this day, and it had this really cute sticker and everything there too. So I did turn in a page for Lynn's. Lynn was doing a like coronavirus journal project that she asked, you know, anyone could submit something to. And so I did send her a page. So that's a copy of the page I sent. And then I got my order in Happy Mail from Lynn today. So I had ordered some things off of her Etsy site, and those came today. So this was like the plastic packaging that the tea came in. And then I made this little flap to make it look like an envelope. And you can see how well that's working because this is plastic, right? So we'll just try it again. And we'll stick that back on there like that. All right. All right, so just that's from Lynn sticker. It says right now, this is like a sticker that I got in those big packs of stickers that you'd get like for water bottles maybe. And so I'm just journaling. It just says, oh, June, we had such different plans for you. Here's the start of my happy mail. So, or happy mail. Here's the start of my new journal. And then I wrote happy mail. You know, like everyone, we're all dealing with this thing and plans being canceled, and it hits me harder. Like I kind of am okay. We're adjusting, and then something that we had planned, obviously, that we had to cancel comes up, and the reminders are everywhere. So June is obviously graduation month, and this weekend before we had a canceled family wedding and just all that kind of stuff. And then this is my birthday month. We were going to go on a big trip, and so I just was kind of like, June. We had different plans. So anyway, I just put, there's so much craziness in our world. It hurts my heart, and I want people to love each other. I just don't understand the hate. And so I'm assuming, I don't know, I'll have to read a little bit more. Again, this is just my daily Fuaxbonichi, if you will. I do a different journal, a personal journal, that, you know, I go into much more emotional stuff. So I just kind of try and note kind of what happened that day and document it in this journal. My daughter went, I put bad news here. My daughter went to the orthopedic surgeon, and unfortunately she needs surgery on her knee. She has a torn meniscus, 6 months rehab. I said, my heart is broken for her. She's going to miss her junior year of high school soccer, but she was very, I think, mature about making the decision. She has about 4 seasons left of high school of her, you know, and anyway, it was like miss a season of high school or miss a season of club. And she's on a traveling club team whatever. And so she decided, you know, high school made more sense, and to rehab it and be 100% by the time spring comes, which is when her club team starts up again. I mean, they go all year, but the season. So anyway, yeah, that sucked. So Monday. Anyway, this was the cute little envelope note that the sticker jar sent me. And again, I didn't buy stickers. I don't even know what else they have. And I didn't buy it off their website. Again, they just had listed this tea, and so I bought it there. So I might go to their website and check it out. And she had given me these little stickers too. So very cute. All right, the next day is not Wednesday. The next day is Tuesday. Okay, so here is where, so this was, yeah, all the riots starting, and just everything happened. It's just been really emotional. And so I did have clients today. It went well, just helping to manage, right? And it's more difficult because we're not in person, obviously. So helping to manage the stressors with added racial tension in our country. It's just really hard. So many people went black on social media today, and like put a black, you know, screen on their social media. And there's just so many riots and looting and anger, and it breaks my heart. So I said, ironically, we woke up this morning with no internet service, which made it even more apparent how dependent we are on it. Because literally, I mean, like, I use it to do all my work. I use it to do just everything. I mean, it was just crazy. And so that, I don't know, I just thought that was interesting. So they said they had to come out, you know, they ran the whole thing, tested it, and they said, oh, it's not in your house. It's not your internet. It has something to do with outside. We'll have to come out the next day. But by midday, it was back up and running. So I called them and canceled them coming out. It was just weird. So anyway, so no online work. I went out for a long run. I'm just trying to manage my own emotions and process this time, obviously, in order to be present for the work I do. I have to manage my own stuff. And so my husband started cleaning out the garage. A squirrel has made havoc of it. It was nuts, you guys. So my son, I think I told the story, I don't know. My son wanted to play cornhole. We have like a big cornhole game, and he couldn't find the bags anywhere. And we looked and looked and looked, and our garage was in a little bit of disarray. It's like, you know, been a season, if you will, of not putting stuff away exactly where it goes. So I'm like, kiddo, I can't find the bean bags. You know, we'll have to clean out the garage and find them or whatever. And so my husband goes to clean out the garage, and he brings up like a bucket of corn. And I'm like, why is there corn in our garage? He's like, I don't know. I don't know where the corn's from. And so sure enough, those squirrels, you guys, were in our garage. And they had found the cornhole bags that are made out of corn. They had ripped them apart. They had stashed corn in all the like little drawers, in all the, I mean, it was everywhere. My husband, he'd like pull out a drawer. They had shredded sponges and just like, we have happy squirrels in our house is what we have. Well, had, I should say. They're now gone. So anyway, so we had to order cornhole bags off Amazon and, anyway, so that was like a day of cleaning out the garage after I was done with the work stuff with the husband. And then my son and I helped for part of the day, obviously, because I was working for part of it. And then we had really good Chinese from the good Chinese restaurant that we had found. And then we watched my husband's favorite Sasquatch show. He loves this show, you guys. It cracks me up. Oh my God. It's hilarious. They never find him, obviously, or I guess there's more than one. I don't even know, but we all watched it together because he just loves it. So I just thought that was funny. Okay. The next day is Wednesday. It's hump day. This is my little work thing, and it says, it's a positive action. And then this is a negative thought. And the positive action is saying to him, like, I'm here to replace you. And so I like that. I did get a new set of markers today. I think I showed you these. I do not have the packaging. I think I impulsively bought them after watching Holly. They are like cheap Chinese, I don't even know, but they're glitter and they're super fun, but they're like paint. I didn't know they were like paint. You have to sharpen, you have to shake it, obviously. And they're a little bit more neon than I would like. So I might buy another set that's not as neon, because this is a little bright for me. I'm not that happy of a person all the time, right? Just kidding. I like a little bit more muted colors. So anyway, but I do like them. They're super bright, and I was just playing with them on here. So I put good sessions today. I feel proud of their work and their progress, making progress even through these really hard days. I worked hours downstairs to organize and go through the boxes. We brought in a bunch of stuff from the garage and reorganized and redid the closet downstairs in that bedroom. And anyway, I put many tears and amazing memories and a flood of emotions prepping for graduation. So again, just 100% aware that my kid is leaving soon for college, and most likely we'll never move back into this house. And, going through the boxes of preschool stuff, going through the boxes of kindergarten memories and stuff like that. And my intention, my plan, we decorated the all upstairs in the dining room with all of his work and his pictures. And like, we brought it all out because our family was supposed to all come here. So like 10 people for graduation. So, just a little sad about that. I just put, I find myself wanting to hug people, but that's not allowed. There's simply no logic in this craziness. Like, people were praising the protesters, but we can't have a celebration. They were arresting people for protecting their businesses. I'm not arguing with protesting. I think and that's not what this is about. I was simply commenting on the physical distance part. So I had a really good talk with my friend about it. And, we're both trying to understand it. And she's like, well, it's just important enough that they're willing to risk their lives to protest. And I was like, I completely understand that, but I don't understand, arresting people for like trying to protect their business or from the looters or something for being out. So anyway, I don't know. It's all political and very emotional, and it's very hard times here. So I just I pray for our nation. So this is the last time we have to witness this kind of pain. All right. So Thursday, yeah, another hard day. So it's just hard. So I have like a Tim Holtz snarky comment. It says, of course I talk to myself. Sometimes I need an expert opinion. I have another one that says, if you see me talking to myself, like, don't worry, I'm having a staff meeting. So anyway, clients this morning, I filmed YouTube videos of my May flip and some origami. And I put the protesters have started arriving in our town. Yes, arriving. They came from other places. And there was a range of people, including peaceful protesters, but also very loud, obnoxious people who were just respectful of others that were already there. And they were silenced quickly by some citizens from town and the police with guns and whatever, and just saying there will be no violence and no looting here. Like, just protest peacefully, please. And so, so far, no violence, which was really, really nice. So I think that's really good. I caught Brooks live with this change in schedule and being home a little bit more. I'm trying to catch those. And so I put, look at all those chickens, because that's what she calls her people. Anyway, and then I went down, and our kids had senior pictures taken at school today. And then I went down and by the water and got some pictures of him in his cap and gown down there as well. And yeah, crazy. So I got this little picture of a mouse. I thought he was cute taking pictures. And then there's a little new business open that sells cute little cakes and little tasty bites. And so we supported them and got a little treat while we were down there. Friday the 5th, I put Friday. This is from Lynn. This is one of her Etsy ones, I think, that I bought. And I put, I don't mean to brag, but I finished my 14-day diet in 3 hours and 12 minutes because my my eating plan was not going well, and I had to talk to them about it and say, like, I'm struggling with this. We need to kind of rethink this. But anyway, I said I woke up and went for a run. I feel strong. I had my coach's call, discussed progress and thoughts, etc., and pitfalls. I went early, feeling accomplished, came home, had a smoothie and coffee. Great conversation started. Laundry. I put my dog as miserable today. He's been chewing on his paw, and he has to wear his cone of shame. And I put, I'm not watching the news today on Facebook or anything. I put good vibes only. And then my son sold his laser today, his sailboat, well, one of his sailboats, and then, which is a big deal for him. I'm proud of him. He made the connection. He understands the reality of sailing right now because he still has his broken collarbone, and he needs to, if he's going to do anything, it needs to be trained for college sailing and get ready to go. So anyway, he made some money on it, and it's really good. So, and then the highlight of my day is we had an amazing call with Holly from Journal with Dolly, and Lynn from Love Lynn's Life, and Elizabeth from Never Hopeless by Elizabeth, and me. This was the second time we did it, and I so needed it, you guys. My heart was heavy, and it just lifted my spirits. It just was so neat to sit on there and just talk. We talked for 4 hours, and it was about everything. I mean, it was about everything, and it was just so sweet. So I had like put this in, hi friends, and I found this off a cereal box, and I just put, I'm a grateful, amazing 4-hour call. And then Elizabeth posted the next day, she posted that she drew these doodles of us, and I am cracking up. I think it is so stinking cute. Oh my God, I love it. So that was like, I want more of this energy, right? It's just loving each other, and that just made my whole day. So I'm super grateful we did that. I'm looking forward to doing it like once a month. I think we kind of said we'd try at least. So, all right, the next day we'd had enough of Buddy chewing, so we took him to the vet. We had to go get his leg shaved, and it's always one spot, and we figured out it's like once a year. I think it's a nervous allergy. I don't know, but it's just annoying. So anyway, he's back in his cone of shame. My daughter had to go get COVID testing today in preparation for her surgery. We went to the wrong location, like on our sheet. Anyway, so I was super grateful to the people that got us in when we did get to the right location, because it was like 40 minutes. Okay. We were late, and they did not have to take us. And I was just super grateful that they did, because you have to be prepped. You have to be tested 2 days before surgery, or you can't have surgery. And so I was like, oh my gosh, if we don't get this done, they're going to have to postpone it, blah, blah, blah. So, I just put, is this the new normal, and hashtag sign of the times. And that's her getting COVID testing. It was bad, but I still had to take a picture. And I just put, I'm so tired of this lockdown. We couldn't even go into the vet today. I had to wait in the parking lot. so we ran to Ace and to get coffee while he was in, but I'm like over it. I couldn't even take my dog inside the vet. Like, ugh. And I get everyone's doing what they're told we're supposed to do. I'm not mad at the vet. I'm just like over the situation. So today was like a social moon, and I was invited to this moon ceremony thing, but I actually didn't go, but I had put this in there in preparation for it. But the time actually didn't work out, and I thought it would. And so I was kind of bummed. But anyway, I love that picture, so I put it in there. I worked on the bookshelf today. We're still in that cleaning mode. I got rid of 13 bags of books, you guys. 13 grocery sacks, like the brown grocery sacks of books. So I sent 6 to my friend who's a teacher. She said she wanted them for her school, like whole sets of books that my kids have read, like all the Harry Potters and all the Michael Vays and all of those. And then I gave 2 to my other friend with little ones. So anyway, this is one of the little watercolor drawings I pulled out of a book that I pulled off my bookshelf. And I just love it. So I put that in there to kind of note that I had worked on the bookshelf. Okay, the next day, oh my gosh, I have been watching Life with Lisa, and I love her channel. I want to be like her with cooking and food. She just like, she bakes and she's like, I'm going to go make dinner, and she bakes up a cake. And I couldn't tell you the last time I baked a cake. Like, I don't even know. So I'm like, I'm going to make scones. And so I was watching her vlog. She has a weekly vlog, and I made scones. I made it from a vegan recipe. They were pretty good. I will make a regular recipe of it. Just to compare, the texture of the vegan was a little off, obviously, without eggs. And so anyway, but they were delicious. So it was a blueberry, it was supposed to be blueberry lavender, but I didn't have any lavender, baking lavender, cooking lavender around. I just made blueberry scones with lemon. Oh my gosh, it was such a treat. And it's actually something that my sister, who is an amazing cook and an amazing baker, she actually makes them for me maybe twice a year, like usually Mother's Day and my birthday, if I'm with her, if I see her. We used to live closer, obviously. So it just kind of reminded me of that. And so this is the top, you know, over the jelly. It came with this little paper thing right here. And so I took that off and put it on there, of the lemon curd. I did not hand make my lemon curd. I had some that we had bought. I'm like, I'm not going to do that. So I did that. Okay, so my husband and my son worked on the garage all day today. And I got the downstairs room reorganized and clean, and got rid of lots of stuff from the downstairs room, which is like the den, if you will. Now we just need to figure out how to get rid of it, because nothing's open. So we have like a garage full. We have stuff by the front door. I have all these books, and like we literally can't move it anywhere, because Goodwill or whatever the thrift stores are, we have like 3 different ones. They're closed. They're not open. So I said the world has officially gone nuts. I can't believe this. And so there was this whole thing that happened in the CrossFit world. And for those of you who haven't followed me for a while, I do love CrossFit, and oh my gosh, it's going crazy. It's with all the racial tension and whatnot. The owner made some statements, and then the whole CrossFit community is, you know, replying and responding and everything, and affiliates are I mean, it's crazy. And I was just like, I cannot believe this. So I just put, this was hashtag, and I put WTF, because I just can't. And I said, I would challenge you to a battle of wits, but I see you are unarmed. Oh my gosh, I was dying. This is me, the little sloth, just hanging out, drinking my drink, watching it all, going, holy cow. It was crazy. So that was a Sunday, I know. The next day was a Monday. This was the first day for where we live that phase 2 opened. And so what that means is the smaller gyms could open. And so that means like the CrossFit boxes could open. And so I work out right now sometimes with a coach and a CrossFit coach in her garage. And so we met there for the first time since March. So it was awesome. Super grateful. I put so grateful, and this smudged, obviously. We got to go work out in the garage today. Being with others is so awesome. So, okay, this was a book, a page out of a calendar book or something. It had the cat on it. I added the hat and I added this. It says thankful for today and lunch. My friends and I kind of had lunch for, 3 of us had lunch kind of for the 4th. Okay, so I put these little stamps there to represent us. They kind of smudge because, again, this is Scotch tape. We just organized a girls' lunch. My friend's house is like breathtakingly beautiful. It's right out on the water on the beach. It was just, again, food for the soul. I mean, it really was. And I cannot underemphasize how important connection is for people. And so part of what this is us connecting through this, you know, creative YouTube, journaling, whatever group. And those connections are real, and it's important that we connect with each other. And so taking the time to do lunch, taking the time to do, you know, the phone call, it's connection, and it's so important. So I was super grateful that we were able to do that. I got some new washi today from, I think, Amazon. I went a bit bananas and ordered some washi. I think I told you that in my last one. It's now just all come, right? And so I will do another video and show you that, because I don't have a cat. But they're so stinking cute. Look at the paws and all the little faces. So anyway, I have a sticker here that says you rock. This was like a busy day, but again, things are opening up. So I always go to the chiro and PT on Monday. So that's a normal for me. I did work out this morning. I went to the grocery store. I had that appointment. I did go red light today. I went back to the red light. I'm so grateful to be able to do that again. And then we cooked, we barbecued ribs and corn for dinner. And then I put the real deal, Life is Bananas. It just keeps coming, you guys. I tell you guys, like, I love Rachel and Dave Hollis. I've been to their conferences. Like, I love them. I listen to their morning show all the time. I have their books. They both posted today on Instagram, like, really cute photos of them. And they both posted, life's really hard. We've been working on it a long time, and we're very sad to announce we're getting a divorce. I was like, what? Oh my God. Like, I don't know these people. But I was surprised and blown away. It absolutely just, I just was speechless. I really was speechless. I can't even say. Anyway, it was crazy. So, yeah, bananas. Anyway, okay. So that was Monday. I think right here, this is here because I got, the stamp in the mail that we did my son's graduation with, and I think that's their stamp from the outside of their envelope. Tuesday, my daughter had surgery on her knee, and so this is just about that day. This pig has been through 3 surgeries now. Shelby's had surgery 3 times, and every time this pig has gone in with her, and it had some bandages on it from her shoulder surgery, and it did have a hand surgery from when it had hand surgery with her. But anyway, when it came out, it matched her. They added all the stuff. They added the cap and the mask and the bandage and the other thing she had on this leg. She had like a compression thing. I was like, it was the sweetest thing anyway. So I put today Rue and the pig went in for surgery. This is surgery number 3 for both of them. Oh, it makes me cry just thinking about it. Okay. So she went in for meniscus surgery on her knee. It went super well. It went better than expected. And so we're so happy to have her home and healing. I bet she's on pretty heavy meds right now, so she's not feeling much pain. And but when she wears off, she's going to feel it. I just love that they bandaged up the pig for her. It was the sweetest thing ever. So, and I said tonight she wanted to go to her friend's birthday. It was like a drive-through thing. And again, she's pretty heavily medicated. And so I was like, sure, I'll drive you. And so it was very sweet. And then when we got there, she really wanted to stay for like a half an hour or so. And so the mom said, she was more than welcome to. They had pizza and cake and whatever. So I left her for like 45 minutes. They put her on the couch. They elevated her foot. Excuse me. I went back and picked her up. So she was super excited she was able to do that because she was just so sad anyway. So And then I had some custom shelves made from a local lady here, my friend in where we live, and she makes macrame, like beautiful hangings and jewelry and everything else, and she custom made some shelves for me, so I picked those up from her house. When I dropped her off, I went to pick those up and went back. The next day is Wednesday the 10th. I cut this out of like an art book. It's just a bunch of cars. I just put high school parade graduation. So my godson in California had his graduation today. It was so cool. And so I just wrote about that. Their parade was very cool. They drove through many parts of the city, and they drove through like past the elementary schools that they, you know, they're at a high school, and it has feeder middle schools and then feeder elementary schools, right? So the parade started, and then they drove past all the elementary schools and then the middle schools and like through the neighborhoods and whatever into the high school. It was very well done. It was very well done. And it just meant so many people could see it. It was very cool. And so the teachers like from the elementary school were at the elementary school cheering them on and waving. And it was just so sweet. So they all drove through in these different cars. It was very cool. So again, just a kind of fun tradition that's come out of this crazy time in our life, right? I cut this girl out. She was already, you know, made like that. I did not make her. I cut her out of the same art book as this. And I just put hair appointment. I do have my bunny paper in the back as a nod to Joanne. And I just put so awesome. It feels so good to do something normal again and get my hair cut. I mean, oh my gosh. After my hair appointment, I had a dentist appointment. I was so frustrated. So I went to my dentist to get my crown redone, and they had not sent the like pre-authorization to insurance. And they're like, well, it's not going to be approved anyway. And so they wanted me to just pay cash for it. I'm like, no. And I said, well, I'm happy to pay like what you think I would pay. And, you know, not the part that insurance is going to cover. And they're like, well, if you pay it, like, we're not going to bill insurance. I'm like, well, I'm not paying it. Like, you need to bill insurance and see if they'll pay it. And they're like, well, we don't think they will. And I was like, well, you need to try, and I need to argue with them about it. And so she's like, okay. So this is the second appointment I've had at the dentist where I did not actually get the work done. And if you heard last month's kind of rant about it, it takes a lot for me to go to the dentist. Not gonna lie. So I love my dentist, and they're super good, but I like walk in there and I'm like, I need this, I need that, I need, you know, I have my music, I'm doing my own hypnotherapy. Like, my anxiety this is the one thing really that I still struggle with anxiety. And so to prepare myself like kind of emotionally to go and to blah, 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 right? And I was like, shoot. And so what does it mean? It means I have to go back again, right? That's why I'm upset. So anyway, I love them. It's not them. I just know. So anyway, through the whole COVID thing, it just was a mess. So anyway, all right. So the next day, these are the pages that you saw me kind of prepping in that crazy last process video. I'm going to move up. I do have you in full frame. So, okay. This day, my son had his awards at the school. It was drive-through awards instead of like the awards ceremony, but he did get 3 scholarship awards, which is like such an honor. It was so nice. And so I drove, and then my daughter was in the back, and she filmed it because we drove up through this thing, and then they announced it on the microphone, like his name and what awards he had won, and then they handed it to him, and then we drove off. So anyway, so this is how that page turned out. This is a Project Life card I put right on. I just put, so proud of the boy. He didn't want to do the senior scholarship folder. They have to apply for them, you know, and so they encourage every single senior at the school to turn in a folder. But I'm glad he did it. And even though he didn't have an in-person ceremony, they announced and awarded him with 3 separate scholarships. So anyway, and then I put, after that, we drove down to the marina to meet the photographer for some professional photos, and she got some great photos of him down at the marina, down on the boat. And so I'm super happy with those, how those came out. And then this was the picture I was trying to show you guys in the last video of this little watercolor. It was from a book that I ripped up, the same one as this little male or whatever was here. It just had some really cute drawings in it, which I just thought really applied. This was the day I went back to work, and my poor little plants were so sad. They had missed me so much. They're barely hanging on. So they were happy I was back. So that reminded me of that. All right. This day it's fairly simple. I just had this washi here. I had made 2 Project Life cards in here. Number 2, I put, because I had sold my second thing on Mercury or Mercari. I don't know how to say it. I'm trying to de-stash, right? And I certainly have bought some things off like buy-sell trade groups. And I want it to go, I want some of my nicer things like my Filofaxes and some of my Planner Society stuff or whatever to go to someone else who's going to use it and want it, right? And so I was excited. So I mailed that day and just made a little note on the back. And then there's some journaling on this one as well. And then this was the little grouping I was trying to show you. This I stamped obviously on some watercolor, some washi. This was the little sticker of like, it looked like a mom and a little hedgehog hugging. My son and I put his senior graduation announcements together today, and he, you know, they're formal. We did the formal announcements today, not the informal ones, but, you know, he put the tissue paper in it and he folded it and he put the envelopes and just learning all that. And then he wax sealed them all. I melted it. And shout out to Christy Billison, who told me about the glue gun wax, because, you know, the ones you light and do all that, that was nuts. So anyway, this goes into your glue gun. I ordered it off eBay. The wax and the anchor seal. This is a bad one. That's why I kept it, but that's not what they look like on the envelopes anyway. And so I just made a note, like, these are the days. And I just put, I can't believe he's 18 and graduating, and my heart, right? So just so sweet, just remembering, right? All right, so the next day is Saturday the 13th. This is the day that graduation was supposed to happen, and obviously it's not happening. And so the high school decided that they were going to be able to do, hopefully, if Washington continues in its phase program and progression, that they'll be able to do a graduation the end of July, but only for the students. So like no live guests, right? So on this day, they said they would do a parade. So super cool. They didn't drive through the town or anything, but we went to the airport, and I mean, it was pretty cool. There was hundreds of people. We all parked our cars. Our cars were all decorated, and then the graduates drove through. And so all of their cars are decorated, and it says like where they're going to college, and it was just really fun. So they wore their caps and gowns. My sister, my daughter, my son's sister, got to drive him. And so they met early with all their friends. They decorated cars. We painted most of it before he left, but they put all the streamers on and everything else. And she had gone off, she's on some pretty hard narcotics. And so she had gone off her meds on Thursday from her surgery. So she'd be off meds for Friday and ready to drive by Saturday. So that was actually really good timing, because it gave her a really big motivator to do her PT and, get off those meds, because she can't drive on them, obviously. So she got to drive through it. He wanted that like SpongeBob thing. It says 4 years later. If you guys ever watch SpongeBob, it's like 8 days later or whatever. So he put 4 years later on his cap. He wanted me to cut out like a bunch of different flowers. So we did that. Super fun. I got out my Cricut again. I am going to leave it out. I have not been in love with it for a very long time, so I'm going to rekindle our relationship, if you will. I'm going to start working with it again because it is kind of cool, and I enjoy doing this. But again, I'm going to have to cut a bunch of stuff and have it at my ready. I'm not going to be like, oh, I'd like a flower. I think I'll go make one. Like, that's not going to happen, I don't think. So we'll see. This was a postcard I got on sale, in town, and so I just tipped it in here. Added some stickers. I added some like things from Pinterest or whatever, just to remind me, like the toilet papers. And I like this one. It says Skip Day Champions Seniors 2020. Because when we were in high school, we had a ditch day, right? The seniors all organized a ditch day, and we bolted. So yeah, they win because they have ditched like 3 months of school now. So not really, but and I just journaled. I said, I'm having a hard time getting this journaling down. This is an emotional time for me. And so just use this page to journal. So he'll get the ceremony later and it will be live streamed. So, all right. The next day was Sunday the 14th. I also worked on this page in the last video, I think. This is a watercolor circle that I made on an old workbook, and I just used it to do a little journaling spot there. I have added some watercolor around it. I just put like, we clean the house is basically what it says. Okay. And then this night, my son, so after this graduation, sorry, so right here, they all went out, they played sand volleyball, they all went out to eat together, and then he went to like a friend's house for like a graduation party. It was pretty low key. Pretty grateful that we're here. Like it was, I felt totally safe with him going and like all that kind of stuff. And so grateful. Anyway, so we had a good time. This night, the kids came over to our house, and so we had about 15 of them. This was like a group that just took a picture. And so with, anyway, just sweet friends. They hang out like every night. They go down to the beach and play volleyball. They all bring their own dinner, or something to eat. And then they go to like one of the houses and hang out and watch movies or whatever. So, yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. I'm grateful he has those friends and that they're making their own memories during this time. So, this day, my friend came over with her son. They brought me flowers from this local little farm, which was so sweet. They came over to bring my daughter like a get well after surgery thing, and then give my son some like a little graduation thing. So it was very sweet. So, and I just left it. I just painted this a little bit. I did do my journaling under this. And this was the wrapping this was the paper wrapping on the flowers. Like, you know, if you go to the market, it's like plastic. The farm wraps them in paper. And so I tipped that in. I kind of need to, it's getting a little wonky already. But anyway, and then that's like from the Dollar Tree. That's like one of the Dollar Tree, like giant sticker sheet things. That's a bird off of one of them. I just put it on there. And halfway through the month would make it Monday the 15th. And holy smokes, I'm so excited. So these are those markers. Okay. I don't know if you probably can't see that they're glittery, but it was perfect for this page because over here, they're a little bright for me, not gonna lie. So I put this picture in. I went and got my eyelashes done, and I said, I can't believe I'm one of those girls. So I've had my lashes done 3 times now, and I don't know. The last time I did it was like the week before this COVID thing hit. And I don't wear any makeup. I haven't really worn makeup since this happened in March, right? And so I've just had the lashes on, and it just was just so nice to wake up and just not need to do one thing and just kind of be okay, presentable, if you will, to work out or whatever. So anyway, I just decided to get them on again. I probably won't keep them, but we'll see. Anyway, I took a break halfway through to go to the bathroom and whatever, because it was kind of a long process. So I have one eye done and one eye not. Okay. And then that night, my daughter, the little girl that she babysits, invited her to her drive-through birthday party. She's 7. It was like a unicorn party. And so my daughter bought her, you can't really see it. It's like a unicorn headband and then this giant present thing that, anyway, she was super excited to see her. So she got out of the car and gave her a hug. And, anyway, it was just very sweet. So, yeah, I don't know. I think it's great that they love her so much and that she wanted her to, I don't know. I just thought it was sweet. So anyway, that's halfway through the month, you guys. I cannot believe we are halfway through the year of 2020, right? Well, not quite. I guess the end of June will be, but holy cow. It's going like so fast yet so slow all at once. I don't even know how to explain it. And this month, I swear each month it gets crazier. I'm not, I don't even know. I don't even know. I did post a meme. I didn't print it, but it said 2020's been pretty screwed up or whatever. And it says, and the next month, spell out Jason. So July, August, September, October, November, spell out Jason, like from the Halloween thriller movies or whatever. It's like, oh my gosh. Can it get crazier? I don't know. We'll pray it doesn't. So anyway, you guys, that's it. That's half of June in my Fuaxbonichi. I hope you've enjoyed watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you're new here, thanks for subscribing. I have some new subscribers. I'm super grateful. I just love this community, you guys, and I am grateful that you're here. So give it a thumbs up, and Tell me that you're here. Tell me if you're new and what you like or what parts you didn't like, whatever. I'm always open for suggestions too. But thanks for hanging out with me. I will talk to you soon, and I hope you find something today that inspires you. Have a great day. Bye.